I chose Wilmington because of the small community and the friendly atmosphere here on campus.
Being at a small school, you get to build more relationships with your professors and the faculty, and I feel like that you would need those to help you succeed in your future occupations and career.
We just wrapped up the fourth session of the 83rd Ohio FFA Convention, and while a lot of the members spend times during the sessions, they also find things to do out of the sessions. Eileen, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, sure. I just talked to a few members from a bunch of different chapters. A lot of them took advantage of the downtime between sessions and maybe even left a little bit early from them so that they could go to places like Magic Mountain or Ohio State's laboratories. Some of them even went behind the scenes at the zoo.
My chapter was able to go to the Truth Stadium and see what it takes to prepare a game for a soccer game. And then they also went to the Bob Evans Test Kitchen, which they really enjoyed.
You know, the NFFA chapter also brought its students to tour The Ohio State University and really encouraged them to major in an agriculture-related career. So we kind of took a tour of the ag campus.
We also had a national officer come to our Ohio FFA convention this year. Devin, why don't you tell us a little more?
Yeah, actually, Tiffany Rogers, the National Eastern Region Vice President, who is from Michigan, was at the Ohio State Convention today, and she gave a really inspirational speech. She talks about how many times we don't feel like we're good enough. You know, she gave examples of how she failed her driver's test, or she embarrassed herself instead of the most popular and cutest guy at school, and she felt like she wasn't being good enough, but she really told us that to be good enough, we really need to be ourselves. And I know, Stacy, at the end of the convention, the Ohio FFA state officers recognized their parents. What was that about?
The officers invited their parents on stage and they played a little clip of how thankful they really are for their parents and all that they do for them. They really have their year coming to a close in a few minutes and they really are grasping the moment and thanking everyone for this past year. We will be back for the fifth and final session of the 83rd Ohio State FFA Convention.
Doing today? Good. So as Amy said, I go to Michigan State University, so we really don't like that other school from Michigan either. And since I've been here, I've been brought up to date on a little Ohio State tradition that goes something like OH. Awesome. But whether we're from Michigan or from Ohio, there's one thing that is same.